So our guest today in the global conversation is Bill Gates, and he's just published a book entitled How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. He joins me now from Seattle. Thanks for being with us on the global conversation. You say in your book that we're at the same point today with climate change. We're all talking about and thinking about the vaccine now. Is there a vaccine for climate change?
No, we need more like a dozen breakthrough innovations because of all these sources of emissions. And so it's not just electric cars, it's not just green aviation fuel, it's not just artificial meat. It's you have in manufacturing and agriculture, transport, buildings. There's a lot to do here. But the damage and the destruction, permanent destruction of the natural ecosystems is far, far worse than even the peak of the pandemic.
I'm wondering what you think about the European Green Deal, which kind of ties the coronavirus recovery funds together with green investments. You don't get the money unless you're investing in something green. Do you think they're going far enough with that?
Well, I think it's pretty fantastic. It's a large commitment. I think that the impact will depend on the quality of those projects. And so, our scientific team, which has funded all these startup companies, will try to collaborate with Europe as much as possible on those projects because, you've got to try things out. You've got to try things out at scale.
Lots of our viewers have been asking about nature-based solutions, things like planting trees to take CO2 out of the atmosphere. Is that a kind of a valid way forward? Is it the kind of thing that individuals actually should be doing themselves as well?
So if you're saying you're going to offset something, trees burn down or die every 40 years, the cost per ton to really fund that over, say, 4,000 years is very, very high. And so getting rid of the emissions in these processes will be the only way to tackle all 51 billion tons.
Bill Gates, thanks very much for being our guest today on the Global Conversation.
Thank you.